What's up everyone, Shane here with ROA Off-Road. I'm down in Moab. I've come out with a brand new 17 Family and it's a brand new OGE. We are just ending our Moab roamer adventure. The roamers are our customers that we call roamers, and we do these incredible adventures. One of the cool things about this trailer is everything works off grid, including the air conditioner. And we brought along a furry little friend. He's a new member of the roamer family, or the ROA mascot, I should say, is what we're calling him. That's the reason why I needed an air conditioner, because we couldn't take him out on all of our activities. So we had to stay inside, and we wanted to keep it nice and cool for him. But I also have set up the entire Annex. Did this really fast. It's not that hard. The very first time you do it might take you a bit to get used to it, but once you get super efficient, some believe you can do it in 15 minutes, but it might take a little bit longer than that. The cool thing about this is we put Chico, who is our dog, out inside, and he kind of was able to roam around and enjoy himself and be outside, but not completely outside running around. This is Chico. This is who I've been talking about, and he really likes it in here. Come on in, Chico. He comes in and he chills right down in this area, down by where the wheel well would be. The cool thing about the Annex is it completely covers from the trailer all the way down, so this skirting piece clips on. And so Chico doesn't just come out and run outside, and then you can actually stake the entire tent down. So I staked the actual walls so that it's pretty tight, and then you can adjust the roof and lift it up, and it becomes pretty tight. This is pretty nice and snug. Like, I can't grab hold of it really and show you, but it's nice and snug because I've just staked down right here. So Chico doesn't like crawl under and leave. He's a pretty chill dog. He doesn't like try to get up and run the second you take him off the leash. So he's been, as you can see right here, he's just chilling, just hanging out. This has been kind of like his little happy place inside the Annex area. Now, it gets like super hot down here, so to have kind of a shaded room, and we've opened this up so you can open up all the windows so it's screened, so you do still get some airflow, but you're protected in the shade from the sun and the elements. Now, it got super windy one day, so much so that one of our fellow roamer friends, he had his awning out, and actually the wind destroyed his awning. So he's headed back to one of the ROA experience centers to get that repaired. And so generally our rule of thumb is when you're going out and if it's windy, put the awning away because you don't want it to get caught in the wind. So we've left this out since Friday, and now it's Monday. So this has been out in pretty rough winds. Now, I did have it roped and staked. So I've staked the floor just like I was showing you. I actually staked the walls down, and then also the floor down, and then also on the exterior. I'll show you actually outside kind of what I did. So you can see the posts, the metal post sticks up. I grabbed the rope, I looped it around it, and I brought it down and I staked it into the ground. I also grabbed this side over here and I brought it down and I wrapped it to, I just barely removed it. They're not here anymore, as you can see, because we're packing up and getting ready to leave. But I did have these all staked in, and I pulled it really tight, and the whole walls felt really sturdy. And during all that wind, we didn't have any issues. So there's a door right here, and then there's a door over here. We've left that door shut, and we've been just using this door to come in and out during the whole trip. Now, this is the first time seeing the 17 Family. We do have a full tour. You can go down below. We'll have a link where you can actually see this full tour where I go into crazy detail. But this light, we leave that on at night a lot. Easy, and it kind of brightens up this whole area. Of course, you do have these huge lights over on that side of the window and right here. And those you just turn on from the inside. There's the white. And if you don't want the white, you can do the orange or the amber. And that makes it so the bugs aren't as attracted to it. And then this is a tray where you can put food, and you can access this tray on the inside or the outside. So that's one of my favorite features about the 17. And then of course we have an outlet here, And as you can see, we have a griddle and we were cooking pancakes this morning, completely off grid, using that outlet. All the camera guys, all the kids, we even started sharing with other roamers. We had them come up and eat pancakes. Cynthia, my wife, was cooking that for everybody, which was very nice. And here, this is actually designed for a TV mount. I actually store stuff in here when we're traveling. Right now I've pulled everything out, it's kind of hanging out, but you know, sometimes when we're traveling, I'll throw towels and extra stuff in there. Everything is really well thought out. So you can see this zipper right here. This is for the propane because the propane is on the other side of the canvas. So they make sure you can gain access to that. The water on the sink is all plumbed. And then of course at night, I was turning this on to give myself more light. I come out here sometimes because if they're in there using the sinks to like brush their teeth or get ready in the morning or the night, this has 3 sinks. You have the kitchen inside sink, you have the bathroom inside, and then you have another sink out here. So I'll come out here and sometimes do my stuff out here while the girls are in there. This trip we have had 4 people plus Chico, so 5 bodies inside this camper the whole time. 2 little girls, 9, 10-year-old girls, and my wife and I, and also our dog inside. And I'll show you kind of the setup. It's a disaster inside, honestly, because we've been camping for 4 days, but I'll just kind of show you that you can comfortably fit 4 people and a dog in here without any issues. And we're not like super optimized on our storage and how we put everything together. But coming over here, the Annex actually comes out, extends, and then you have access to be able to get into this compartment area. So it's really nice because I've seen some awnings, they don't fully extend, or you might not be able to get to a compartment, but they really make this setup where you can get into every single thing. And the kids were coming in here and throwing down blankets, laying on the floor, watching movies at night while the adults were out by the campfire doing adulting things, which are lame compared to the kid things, watching movies. So come on inside and I'll show you this really quick. We are kind of packing up and getting ready to go. It is nice and chilly in here, which is fantastic. Check this out. So I am currently at 39%, which is not very good, but keep in mind, I have been running this air conditioner almost every single day. Yesterday we went hiking and we were gone for maybe 7 to 8 hours, and I was running the air conditioner all day. So it is getting pretty low, but we're also in the next hour, we're gonna be hooked up to the truck and we're gonna start driving home. And I have an Anderson connection plug. What that is the DC to DC charger. And that just allows for the charger, for it to charge up way, way faster. We can get 30 amps of power incoming while charging. Right now, my solar, I'm getting solar in, but not a ton of solar, honestly. Looks like right now I'm bringing in 10 amps, which is not a ton. I probably need to get up and clean off the solar panels because it's pretty dirty. It's been very dusty here, but yeah, I'm bringing in almost 200 watts right now, or 10 amps. But once I think about it, once I hook up the truck DC to DC charger, I'll add another maybe 20 to 30 amps. So I'll be getting, a good 40 amps while driving. And that's with 30 solar panels. If I clean off the solar panels, I'll get even more. Once again, got the air conditioner running, very comfortable. We've been out here, we came out on the trip on Thursday, been to our off-grid campsite since Friday. We've all showered. I've showered multiple times and it's been very comfortable. But once again, storage is this is the storage from the outside that comes in. So both ways, very cool. You have drawers down here. This is where my daughter has been putting her clothing. Her friend is with us and she's just been piling her stuff here. We have food here. We have more clothing here. My wife uses these little bags. We're running low. There's a cupboard below the kitchen area. It's a pretty big, deep cupboard. That's where we put our dirty clothes because you can stuff it back in pretty deep. And then coming into here, of course, these cupboards are deceptively bigger than they look, and you can get a good amount of stuff in there. I put all my clothes in this one, and I put them in those little bins too, because it's just nice to pull those out, have everything kind of rolled and folded in those. And then I have my shirts, I have my underwear, my socks, and I just pull them out and get ready for the day. But this is it. One of the things that I love about this trailer is there are so many plugs and outlets. So there's a 120 volt outlet right here with USB chargers. There's also another one over there with cigarette lighter, 12 volt and USB-C and standard. I'll also have some over here by my bed. Another thing over here that I really like is, first of all, these lights right here, they dim and they go on and off. Like I said, I have my chargers here, and then I have a little pocket here where I throw my stuff in at night, throw my cell phone in right there. I actually, for the first few nights, I had my laptop hanging out right there. You can see, kind of get an idea of how this is my laptop right here. You can see it has enough space where you can actually slide a laptop in there, also put a cell phone in there. And so I was sleeping and I would wake up and pull out my laptop and get some work done the first mornings I was in here working off the Starlink. And then these fans too are amazing. They have a lot of adjustment. You can move them around. They really move the airflow around. Honestly, the air conditioner is so good. I got too cold. We had to turn it off a few times because it was getting too cold. And this is our campsite area. We've left this into a table the whole time because Chico, this is his sanctuary. He comes in here and sleeps in his kennel at night. He's also a puppy. At some point, he'll get trained and I feel like we'll be able to get him a mat. There's actually almost enough space to fit this kennel under the table when it's made into a table. This kennel's a little bit too large actually, but the dimensions are about the right height. So it depends on the size of your dog. Ideally, at some point, we would just put his bed underneath the table and we'd lift the table and be able to utilize the table while we're camping. But I actually did sit here a few times and my backpack's right here right now, but I moved it and I leaned all the way back and worked right here in this little area with Chico's stuff here. Comfortable for a family of 4, honestly. You make it work, you figure it out. We were out here with a couple, Rugged Destinations. Give a shout out to them. Check out their content, really cool stuff. They live in a truck with a family of 4 and a dog, right? They have 2 boys and it's literally a rooftop tent. Mom and dad are in the rooftop tent. The boys have a tent on the ground and it's pretty like crazy how little you actually need to enjoy yourself. I was having a conversation with them about how people get so worried about, oh, storage, well, how am I gonna, and I say, have you ever been on a trip, right? Like go on a trip to wherever, Hawaii or Europe for a week. You can generally get by with a suitcase and you can have a great time. But then when you come out camping, you feel like you have to pack the whole house, which is not true. You can get by without packing the entire house. Now, of course, you need your bedding and your blanket, but that's on your bed, right? I think sometimes people think, oh, there's not enough storage, when in reality there is. Pack your suitcase, take everything out of your suitcase, put it into a cupboard. You could put everything in this one cupboard pretty much that you could put in a suitcase. So it's just funny, like sometimes we think we need more space than we really need, and ends up being a good amount of space for your camping adventures. And if you're only going for a week or 2, you can manage. If you're living in it full time, maybe that's different, but you'd be surprised how little we actually need to enjoy life and get everything we need. Another thing I just want to point out quickly is plugs. Look at this, we have more plugs here. I love that MDC really has given you a lot of plugs. Also, when you come over to the kitchen area, you have 12 volt, you also have the USB, and you have both versions, the C and the standard old version. So you'll be able to plug in all your devices, also have an outlet here. Everything on the trailer works through the inverter, so you're able to completely run everything off grid, whether it's a television, a laptop, tablets, air conditioning, or a griddle to do your pancakes. Doesn't matter. We also have the microwave, which is a nice extra feature as well. So there you have it. This is our Moab family adventure in the MDC 17 family. And I don't think we've ever done a tour or showed off this Annex area. And I really wanted to showcase this. And believe it or not, like I would say if you're staying somewhere for a day or 2, I wouldn't waste my time setting it up. But when we're out here for nearly 4 days, it was really nice. Also with a little furry friend, it's nice for him to have a spot and you don't worry as much about him running off into the distance. He kind of hung out a lot in here. And I noticed at camp, he doesn't like the campfire, so that made it even nice for him to run in here and kind of have a place to get away from the campfire and be with the kids. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Once again, we do have a full tour of this trailer. If you want to go check it out, go down to the link below and you can learn more about this. If you have questions, if you want to learn anything about, reach out to one of our stores. We have stores in South Carolina, Arizona, Colorado, and Utah, and we have pretty good access to be getting these MDC trailers for you. We'll also put a link to a brochure below, so if you want to put in your information, we'll send you out a brochure with all the specs, all the information. This was not supposed to be a full tour or spec tour. It was just more about how we're using it on our camping adventure. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.